Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about quadratics and our three forms. So the first form we're going to talk about is the vertex form. So the vertex form, and this is just f of x equals ax minus h squared plus k. So we know that our vertex, so when we have our parabola or quadratic over here, the vertex is the lowest point, the lowest point or the highest point in our parabola. So this or this. So that's something to know. And the point, the vertex can be described from this equation, the vertex form, as h comma k. So that's something to remember. Standard form is our next form for quadratic. So we have standard. In standard form, we have f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So our c value, this gives us our y-intercept. So this is our y-intercept. And last but not least, we have our factored form, our last form. So factored form. And we get this from condensing the standard form. Condense this, and then we get the factored form. So this is f of x equals x minus p times x minus q. And this is our factored form. And then this gives us our x-intercept. So this value over here, the p and the q, these are our x-intercepts. So let's take a look at this. So let's say we have our graph over here, and our parabola is right over here. So our two x-intercepts would be right here and right here. So the x-intercept is where y equals 0. And now, so what is factoring? Factoring is just pulling apart, right? So let's take an example of this equation here. So we have 2x plus 3 times 4x minus 1. So it's very easy to go from standard form to factored form and factored form to standard form. So I'm going to show you both. So from factored form, factored to standard, all we have to do is use our FOIL method, which is just, going this way, factoring outside and inside. So, and inside. So, or we could use our box method, which is much more organized. Box method. So right now I'm going to use the box method. So we have to create our box. So we have 2x plus 3, positive 3. And then we have, here we have 4x negative 1. Make sure you're staying consistent with your signs. If there's a positive, it's always a good idea to write that plus sign in front. Okay, so now we know that 4x times 2x, that's 8x squared, positive, again. And then 2x times negative 1x, that's negative 2x. And then 4x times positive 3x is 12x. And then 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So now we're going to add all the numbers that are inside the box. So these two, so all these four. So this would be 8x squared plus 12x minus 2x minus 3. So you can combine the like terms. So here we have positive 12x and negative 2x. So this is going to be, our final answer is going to be 8x squared plus 10x minus 3. So this is our final answer. So we converted the factored form, which is over here, to standard form, our ax. So we have our a value, x squared here. Then we have bx, so 10x, and then our c, negative 3. So we know our y-intercept is negative 3. So y-intercept is when our x value is 0. So 0, comma, negative 3 is our x-intercept. So for standard form, so let's say we have, let's just go back from using this expression right here to go back to our factored form. So standard to factored. So we have 8x squared plus 10x minus 3. To do this, all we have to do is use our Lizzie method. So Lizzie method. So, and that is doing, so a times c. So a times c. So two numbers, when you multiply them, you get a times c. And then the same two numbers, when you add them, you get the value of b. So this is our b value, c, a value. So here we have a. So we have our a value, 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. And then our b value is 10. So two numbers that give us, when you multiply them, you get negative 24 is negative 2 and 12. And when you add them together, you get 10. Perfect. So now all you do is state x minus 2 times x plus 12. But we're not done yet because we have a coefficient, the leading number, or a value, is greater than 1. So we divide our p and q values by 8. So if it doesn't divide evenly, first we simplify. So x minus 1 over 4. And this becomes x plus 3 over 2. So then we bring bottoms up like we usually do. So 4x, so the bottom comes here, and then minus 1. Here the bottom comes up here, so then it goes to become 2x plus 3. And that is, so the order does not matter. I could write it as 4x minus 1, 2x plus 3, or 2x plus 3 times 4x minus 1. It's because multiplication is commutative, so it doesn't really matter. So we have the same answer here and here. So that's factoring, a review of factoring. So